For everything you need to know about sport climbing at the Summer Olympic Games of Paris 2024, look no further than this exact video. I'll explain why the entire climbing community is stoked for the new and improved event format. I'll highlight the main stories and athletes to watch for, and I'll explain the scoring system and add the event schedule at the end of the video so you can enjoy the sport as a true initiate. Sport climbing made its Olympic debut in Tokyo 2020, where its three main disciplines, bouldering, lead climbing, and speed climbing, were combined into one event with one medal for men and one for women. This was highly criticized by both athletes and the climbing community, who argued it was like asking a middle distance runner to compete in the sprint and vice versa. In Paris, the new format splits up the three disciplines into two distinct sport climbing events that better represent the reality of competitive climbing. Bouldering and lead climbing will be featured in a combined event, and speed climbing will be its own separate event. Consequently, there will be 4 gold medals up for grabs instead of 2, and 68 climbers will compete instead of 40. In the combined event, bouldering features short, complex problems that climbers have to solve and top in a short amount of time, while in lead climbing, athletes climb a longer route, clipping a rope along the way and focusing on efficiency of movement and physical endurance. In the speed climbing event, athletes will attempt to reach the top of a standardized 15-meter wall in as little as 5 seconds. I'll go into more detail about both event formats and the scoring system in Chapter 3 of this video. But let's first take a look at the selection of amazing Olympian climbers for Paris 2024. As of June 23rd, we know all athletes who qualified, so we can start speculating about our personal favorites and possible podium scenarios. In the women's combined event, all eyes will be on Slovenian superstar Janja Garnbret to defend her gold medal. Janja has been untouchable in competitive climbing for years now, so she'll be tough to beat if she manages to find her usual form. Natalia Grossman and Brooke Rabatou from the USA team and Japan's Ai Mori and Miho Nanaka represent climbing's most dominant countries, so they'll be among the favorites to grab a medal and maybe even upset Janja. Additionally, Austria's Jessica Pilz and Korea's So Chae-hyun can count on the experience of a proven track record to score well, and the young Chinese climber Zhilo Lau and the British Erin McNeice may cause upsets, so the women's combined event is set to be a nail-biter. Finally, keep an eye out for host country France's young pride Oriane Berton, who grew up in and around Fontainebleau, one of the world's prime bouldering destinations only 70 kilometers south of Paris, where the Olympics are held. On the men's side, it was surprising that no Japanese climbers made the podium in Tokyo 2020. So we'll be looking at Tomoa Narasaki and Suratu Anraku to show the Olympic audience that Japan is climbing's superstar nation. However, they will have their work cut out for them because the men's field is full of experienced competition climbers in European stars Adam Ondra, Jakob Schubert and Alex Megos. Young super talents from across the globe will be looking to prove that climbing might be seeing a change of the guard in the near future. Representing that next generation are young climbers such as Toby Roberts, Colin Duffy, Jesse Grouper, Yi Do-hyun, Yannick Flohe, and our very own Belgian Olympian Hannes van Duysen. Two other young climbers are the French Sam Avezou and Paul Jemth, who will be trying to take a medal for the host country. And finally, defending Olympic champion from Spain, Alberto Gines Lopez, will return to the Olympics eager to prove that he can make the podium without a first place in speed climbing. And if he keeps climbing like he did in the Olympic qualifiers, he might be the one to beat once again. In speed climbing, we hope to see the Olympic record fall, since this time around, the selection of speed climbers is a selection of specialists. The Olympic speed records stand at 5.45 seconds for the men and 6.97 seconds for the women, so we hope to see those decimated in Paris. Because since Tokyo, the world record has fallen to 4.798 seconds on the men's side, clocked by Samuel Watson at the World Cup in Wujian, and 6.24 seconds on the women's side, courtesy of Alexandra Miroslav at the IFSC European Olympic qualifier in Rome. Next to the current record holders, we'll be looking at athletes like Wu Peng from China and Alexandra Kaluka from Poland to go at those outdated Olympic records and grab a medal in Paris. Personally, however, I'll be rooting for Indonesian climbers to solidify their patron-like dominance in speed climbing in the form of at least a couple of Olympic medals. Leave us a comment down below with who you will be rooting for during the Paris Olympics and who you think might take a medal home. In the combined boulder and lead event, 20 athletes first compete in a semi-final round in which they can earn a maximum of 200 points. 100 possible points for bouldering and 100 for lead climbing. In the bouldering part of the semi-final, athletes have 4 scoring opportunities on 4 different boulders that they don't get to see before their attempts. They have 5 minutes per boulder, and each of the 4 problems is worth up to 25 points. Athletes earn 5 points for reaching a first zone, 10 for reaching the second zone, or the full 25 points for reaching and matching the final hold. 1/10 of a point, however, is deducted for each failed attempt to reach the next scoring position. In the lead climbing part of the semi-final, each climber gets 1 attempt to ascend as high as they can on a route in 6 minutes. On the wall, the highest 40 holds are assigned point values. Holds are worth more points higher up the wall, and reaching the top will earn the climber the full 100. In addition to ascending the route, athletes have to periodically clip their rope into several quick draws for safety. Failing to clip invalidates any further progress on the route. The 8 athletes with the highest combined score at the end of the semi-finals progress to the final. In the bouldering part of the final, the big difference is that athletes get to see the problems before their attempts. And in the lead final, the climbers tackle a different lead route. The athletes with the 3 highest combined final scores will make the Olympic podium. In speed climbing, the competition starts with all 14 athletes participating in a seed round, in which each athlete climbs the wall twice. The fastest of their 2 times is used to rank the athletes for the elimination heats, in which climbers race head to head. The winner of each heat advances to the quarterfinals, as does the fastest climber to lose their heat. From here, there are 3 elimination rounds, with athletes going head-to-head once again. The quarterfinals, the semifinals, and the medal finals. Olympic climbing will take place in Le Bourget and will run from August 5th to August 10th. The women's speed medal will be awarded on August 7th, and the men's final will be fought on August 8th. The men's podium for the combined event will be settled on August 9th, and the women's champions will be crowned on August 10th. We can't wait. That's it. That's everything you need to know about Olympic climbing for Paris 2024. Be sure to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and comment below with your predictions and favorite athletes. Thanks for watching, and maybe this video is where you go next?